I just wanted to share with you what just happened to me. It was the worst experience ever. That's why I'm puffy. I was crying in my car. Yesterday I went with my husband to Dollar General to buy some things, and he ended up buying himself two shirts. But the shirts, one of them, the girl didn't take off the alarm. But she wasn't paying attention because she was too busy talking to the guy that was behind us in the line. So she was trying to rush us out so she could continue her conversation. So anyway, what happens is as soon as we get home and we start unpacking our bags, my husband realizes that one of his shirts had the alarm on it, and the other shirt was too big on him. So he asked me to go today to go change it. So I go to the Dollar General to change it, and I have my receipt. And the girl behind the counter, she's looking at the receipt and just staring at it, staring at it, staring at it. And then she says, "Those two shirts are not on the receipt." And she snatched the shirts out of my hand and threw them behind the counter and said, "You did not buy these shirts." So I'm saying, "Excuse me, but I was here last night with my husband and we did purchase that. I'm not understanding how it's not on the receipt." So she kept on arguing with me, saying that we did not pay for the shirt. And I was just so scared because I have a fear of police officers. That's just like one of my fears. And I'm saying they're going to call the police. They're going to tell the police I took those shirts. And how about if they take me arrested? And that's like, I was just so scared. So I'm saying to the girl, "I promise you, we paid for it. It should be on the receipt." "You did not pay for this." And mind you, there's a long line. Everybody's staring at me. So I said to her, "Can I please speak to a manager?" So she calls the manager over, and the manager said, "What was the problem?" And she tells the manager like she's talking to her, but you know how they whisper. And it looks like she was telling her she's trying to exchange these shirts and she didn't pay for them and blah blah. So the manager kind of looked at me like just like a little mean and said, "When did you purchase these shirts?" And then I said, "Yesterday, it was last night." So she goes and she gets the receipt from the other girl and she looks at it instantly. One, two, three. She finds them. The two shirts. It was on the bottom of the receipt. She goes, "But how? What's going on?" She tells the girl, "What's going on? It is on the receipt. It's down here." So she's showing the girl the receipt and she's saying it is on the receipt. So the girl like looked like she felt dumb. She had like this dumb look on her face, and instead of telling me, "I'm so sorry, I apologize," no, she just like rolled her eyes and walked away like she was angry that she was wrong and was called out on it. Meanwhile, all these people that were on the line behind me had already left because she even went as far as to go to the back acting like she was looking into the camera to see if she sees me taking it or whatever the case may be. So now the manager is she walked away. She doesn't say sorry. So the manager is apologizing to me that she was so sorry for that, that she doesn't know why the girl didn't find it. She really apologizes if I still want the shirts, and she's lucky that I told her I still wanted the shirts, because if not, I would have just told her, "Give me my money back and I'm never coming back into the store." But I ended up telling her, "Yes, I want the one that they didn't take out the alarm, and the other one I would like my money back because it doesn't fit my husband. It's too big on him." So she goes, "No problem." She took out the tag and then she refunded my money and then continued to apologize. But at this point, it's too late because number one, I was so embarrassed, and number two, I felt humiliated, and number three, I was terrified that they were gonna call the police and the police was just gonna take me away, but for something that it wasn't even true, and they eventually found out that it was on the receipt. So now I come home and I looked in the bag and I don't see the receipt in there. So it looks like they took the receipt and didn't give it back, because on the bottom of the receipt there's a number you call. And I wanted to call that number to tell them what happened to me today. But it's okay because I am going to find out what the number is. It was for Dollar General. And so I sit down in my car and I just start crying and crying and crying because I have never gone through something like that. And it's not that I'm acting like a baby, because, you know, I'm like a strong person. But in reality, I was like embarrassed because everybody was just looking at me, and the way that cashier treated me was horrible. So I just wanted to share this with you, just to make myself feel a little better and let it out. If anybody knows the number that I can call, like a corporate number for Dollar General in Florida, and you can leave it in the comments, I really would appreciate it. And just thank you so much for listening to my story, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Mwah.